5 psychologically grounded marriage prayers every man or woman must pray if they're intentional about getting married. These kind of prayers help a lot to identify red flags. They are also able to help you understand your conviction about marrying someone or not. Because when you are praying for something and you meet someone who does not, tick those boxes. An example is if you are praying to God for an answered prayer, you meet someone who is not that answered prayer, then you can be convicted in your heart that this is not the person for you, because you had a prayer and the person should come with that answered prayer. Do you understand what I mean? So, number one of a psychologically grounded marriage prayer is to pray to God for secure attachment. There are different forms of attachment. Okay, you need to read more and educate yourself on these attachment styles. But the best of these attachment styles is secure attachment. It is needed in all relationship. These kind of attachment styles means that the person is confident in who they are. They know what love is. They love themselves. They can love somebody without fearfulness, without being nonchalant and emotional, unavailable. They are not, what we call the anxious avoidant attachment styles, because attachment styles are formed based on what childhood abuse or childhood negligence or inconsistent caregiving from parents. So some people, they may be grown, but there may be a lot of hurt in them. There may be a lot of wounds that they need to heal from, and you cannot fill that void. They need to fill that void themselves. So pray to God. Any man, any woman coming into your life with any form of attachment styles rather than secure attachment styles should not cross your path. Because these prayer points, when you ignore them, they are the ones that end up in the therapy room. You may look as if, oh, I can endure, I can manage it, but the truth is, in the long run, you will just be emotionally drained. You'll be psychologically exhausted, which will end up leading to a mental health breakdown. So pray to God, help me not to chase any avoidant, nonchalant person in this 2026, or to cling to inconsistent affection. That alone can drive you nuts. All right, so ask God that He should heal you, in you, any form of fearful or any form of anxious attachment in your life. If there are past ones, God should heal you from it. God should heal your partner that is coming, that before they come, they must have been healed. You also need to pray to God to teach you to be secure, not to be desperate, not to chase, not to be clingy, not to overcompensate anything, but rather you should choose balance. You should choose what is called groundedness in loving somebody. And let you understand this. You can only love yourself enough to choose what you best deserve. Number 2, pray to God against any form of trauma bonding. People look too beautiful, too handsome, too nice, too put together, but you can never tell the heartbreaks they've gone through. You can never tell the hurt being caused by other people. Maybe they were good, maybe they had good intentions, but someone else came in from a past relationship that they were hurt and they were not healed. And so it is passed on transgenerational from one person to the other. Ask the Lord Jesus Christ to break any form of trauma born in you, so that you don't attract a familiar. When they say familiar spirits, right? Something that seems familiar to you, but it is unhealthy. You need to ask yourself, are there past relationships in your life that you see a pattern, right? If you see a pattern, it means that there's a trauma bond. So you need to pray and cast that form of that form of shadow in you. You need to be healed completely, and ask the Lord to give you the courage to walk away when you see red flags. Some people, you could even see the Red Sea. The red flag will be waving like this, like a banner, like a hallmark, but you still are saying that you can pray it out. You still are saying that you've not seen it. Ask God to give you the courage. There's a prayer that what you cannot I've forgotten the prayer and I don't want this video to be long, but I'll stitch it somewhere. You need to also ask God that He should help you to chase stability over emotional intensity. Some people will always want to mistake chemistry for genuine love. All of these are trauma bonding relationships. Pray to God to heal you and heal the person coming into your life. Number 3, prayer for boundaries. There are 3 types of boundaries: healthy boundary, strict boundary, and porous boundary. You need to pray to God to have healthy boundaries. Whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, you need to be able to say no without guilt. And also for prayer for boundaries, you need to ask the Lord Jesus Christ to teach you that access to you is not automatic. It has to be earned. The person will have to work for it. The person will have to show and prove for it. No one can just come into your life and just have what they want and just walk out like that. When you do that, it means you'll be hurting your own soul. So what you have to pray is that, Lord Jesus Christ, help me not to overcompensate to prove my worth, not to cling, not to chase, not to be desperate just because I want to be loved and I don't want to be alone because of my age, because of social media, because of prayer pressure. No. You need to pray that your boundaries should be healthy. As you pray for this, you also pray for the other person so that they don't come with the mixed signals, so that you can't tell who they are. Number 4, you need to pray for emotional responsibility, accountability as well. There are some people who cannot control their emotions, so because of that, they flare up, they do things, and they come back and say, I'm sorry. It's in a cycle form of abuse and domestic violence. Whether you're a man or a woman, you need to be able to manage your anger. You need to ask God that He should teach you how to communicate, to be a good listener, to be able to meet your partner's needs through communication, through good listening or active listening. You need to ask God to help you to regulate your emotions. You need to ask God to help you to know how to speak, how to maintain a conversation, how to start a conversation. You need to ask God to teach you how to learn about the person that you love, how they want to be loved, how they want to be seen, heard, understood, all of these things. And lastly, ask the Lord Jesus Christ to help you not to project your old pain to new people. All of this also comes from the trauma. You need to heal so that you don't project things. You don't go through cognitive dissonance and all of those distortions that would destabilize your relationship. You don't need that. And the last point, you need to pray for God for standards, whether you're a man or a woman. Ask the Lord Jesus Christ to give you standards, or to develop standards that are rooted in God's wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You need to ask God that He should take away any form of ego or pride in you, anything that will make you miss the man He has for you. Ask God Ask God to help you to develop consistency, accountability, responsibility, and peace in you. You see, the thing about this psychological prayer is that when you are able to invest in yourself, in refining yourself, going through the fire to be the best version of yourself, the thing is that you will attract somebody who will want these characters in you, and they will do everything they can to have you in their life. But if you don't invest in yourself and take your time to go through all of these phases, pass through fire to be refined and see whether you stand the test of time, and you are just the way you are, and you say, if you love me, you love me the way you are. See, no love is really unconditional. It's only God who gives that love. So you must give Him something to get something. That is the truth. And you must strive to be the best. When I say the best, I mean to have a certain form of quality or attitude or character that would attract people in your life, so that you can be the person to choose, because you will know what you deserve. You will know the effort you put in yourself to be where you are. So when you meet somebody who is not putting effort into their life to be the best version of yourself, you will not be attracted. You'll be disgusted by that. So I'm telling you again, ask God that He should not let you shrink who you are. After you have developed all of these good attributes and attitudes, He should not let you shrink yourself just because you want to be married, or you want to avoid loneliness, or you are desperate. No, ask God that He should prepare you for His use. His will, or your will should align in His. right? So that everything that you want and you pray for, when you see it, you will know it, so that things will not miss or pass you by. These are the five psychologically grounded prayers. I think if you pray, God will hear you and God will help you to know yourself and know the person that you're intending to get married to. Have a very beautiful day and take good care of yourself.